This right here is the mindset of JayZ. And in this particular video, we're going to talk about what DMX said in this video.
You know, I go to do the 6th album, and, you know,
JayZ became president.
Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. So what happened? Let's go on vacation, and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label. Now you're back rapping again. Okay.
Now, DMX spoke about his 6th album. His 6th album was called Year of the Dog. Again, this came out in 2006 of August. Now, DMX said that him and JayZ had a discussion, and JayZ was going to look out for him. Now, in this particular time, JayZ is the Def Jam president. JayZ became the Def Jam president in January 3rd, 2005. Now, let's show you what the duties of a president of a record label are. There's a lot of things in there that JayZ has to deal with. Let's also keep in mind that Def Jam was owned, or is still owned, by Universal Music Group. So JayZ has to do a corporate job. So if DMX and JayZ did have a discussion, there came a point in time where JayZ was like, I can't really treat DMX like we in the streets, so I'm going to have to conduct business as a Leor Cohen would, a Kevin Liles, a Rick Rubin, Russell Simmons, those who held Def Jam down for a while until JayZ arrived. This is what happened with DMX. And this right here is no disrespect to DMX legacy and DMX as a person. This is purely about the mindset of JayZ, due to the fact that there's a lot of people that agree with DMX that JayZ did DMX foul. So being that JayZ is in the corporate position, how he's going to do business with a person or an artist of Def Jam label. Now, it says right here, and this is in Wikipedia, it says right here, in June 2004, DMX was arrested at the John Kennedy International Airport on charges of cocaine possession, criminal impersonation, criminal possession of a weapon, criminal mischief, menacing, and driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol while claiming to be a federal agent and attempting to carjack a vehicle. He was given a conditional discharge on December 8, 2004, but pleaded guilty on October 25th, 2005 for violating parole. Now let's move forward to 2005. On November 18th, 2005, DMX was sentenced 70 days in jail at Rikers Island for violating parole. The lateness charge added a 10-day extension to the original 60-day sentence. DMX was released early for good behavior on December 30th, 2005. So now in 2005, DMX was back in jail. Now, mind you, JayZ is still the Def Jam president, and he has to oversee the entire operation as well as what's going on with the artists. Are they making music? Are they being productive in society? Things of that nature. Is their focus on music, or is they focus elsewhere? This is what I am assuming. This is how he's looking at it. So when DMX comes home in 2006, you have people on Def Jam label. You have Kanye West. You have Rick Ross. You have Rihanna, Ludacris, Method Man, Neo. You had all these artists, and there's just one Pacific artist that a lot of people probably didn't pay attention to or didn't know. Nasty Nas Escobar, Nasir Jones was on Def Jam in 2006. who was exchanged from Columbia Records to Def Jam Records, and DMX went to Columbia Records. It was an exchange. However, they worked that out. But that was in 2006. Nas had released his 8th studio album, Hip Hop Is Dead, in December of 2006. A month before that, JayZ released his Coming Out of Retirement album, which was Kingdom Come, in 2006. DMX ended up leaving Def Jam in 2006 due to some type of tension between him and JayZ. So the mindset of JayZ, I'm assuming JayZ is doing a corporate level job. So if he did have this conversation with DMX based on looking out for DMX, that he was going to do for DMX and he was going to put money behind DMX, although JayZ is the CEO, there is Universal Music Group. Or they don't have to necessarily tell JayZ how to conduct business, but JayZ, just like I would have to assume, and he would have to assume, is that they're probably going to see how I am going to handle DMX as an artist. Is DMX a liability to Def Jam? Will DMX put out great quality music? Will DMX get back into trouble in the course of this? Is DMX taking any accountability for any wrongdoing? Is there any wrongdoing on DMX's behalf? Basically, due to the fact of what DMX went through in 2004 as well in 2005. So roughly, he was in jail for almost 2 years. So I'm going to assume that JayZ had to look at that situation and think to himself, like, is this going to work out? Will I be able to put marketing behind him, put the money behind him? Does he deserve to put the money behind him? And then you have Rick Ross, you have Kanye, you have Neo, you have Rihanna, you have all these other people out here at this, and Nas. The game kind of shifted, but are you going to be able to keep up with these artists? I don't know if JayZ was thinking that. Possibly, because Def Jam has always been about hit records, from LL Cool J all the way down to DMX to JayZ, and Rihanna, Neo, Kanye, whoever else, Jadakiss, Fabulous. There's so many people that's on Def Jam. In order to make some money, in order for the label to be behind you, you definitely got to show that you are worthy, that you can still put out good music. But they also want to see if you're going to remain free. Are you going to be in trouble? Tupac used to get into a lot of legal issues, to the point where Interscope didn't even want to put up any money when the rape allegation that Tupac went through. So Suge Knight came through and bailed Tupac out. They're looking at it from a corporate level. It's like, yo, do I keep investing money into Tupac? Do I keep investing money into DMX? Are these people a liability to our company? Will we get caught up in any type of legal affairs, which might be consequences on our behalf as a record label? I'm not in corporate. I wasn't the Def Jammer president, of course, but I'm assuming the mindset of JayZ, this is what JayZ might be possibly thinking about the ordeal with DMX. Whereas DMX goes on and tells people that it's JayZ's fault, and so many people believe and think that it's JayZ's fault. If you look how JayZ's been conducting business since he came into this game, you see he maneuvers different. So while JayZ took the corporate approach to gain his wealth, other people didn't take the corporate approach. JayZ took this approach, and the level of success and the amount of money he was able to make has proven to him that the route that he took was the best route for JayZ. Other people probably won't take JayZ's route. Some people probably wish they did take JayZ's route. But there's a lot of people who didn't take JayZ's route, and they looked at JayZ as the one to get them out of the position that they're in, whereas JayZ put his own self, put his own money up to be in the position that he's in financially right now. So whatever the conversation that DMX and JayZ had, people have to look at both sides. JayZ doesn't speak much, doesn't speak about a lot of things. Dame Dash even admitted that. So it's up to you. I think that this is the mindset of JayZ. But there came a point in time like, yo, am I going to do regular street type of business with DMX, or am I going to conduct business as a corporate person would handle business? So that's up for you to decide. Rest in peace to DMX and salute to JayZ. I think that JayZ was just doing business on a corporate level, and some people don't look at it that way. And they looking at JayZ as he did something devious. I think JayZ was just doing his job. In this white man's world, you have to do your job. Unless it was a black man's world and we was conducting business the way we would conduct business, it's different, but it's not like that. If you're going to make money, more than likely, you're going to be making a lot of money with Caucasian people. So I think that was the mindset of JayZ.